Hi and welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited about today's coaching video because today I'm going to be sharing with you 15 tips on how to start over. So number one, accept change. Sometimes starting over means accepting that you are no longer the person that you used to be. You're no longer attracted by the same things or the same people. You're no longer driven by the same goals, and that's okay. Don't blame yourself for it and don't try to resist it. Just start over. As hard as it may seem in the beginning, you'll be surprised how fast things will fall into place again. Number two, accept defeat. Move on. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you've lost something or you've lost someone. Yes, your hopes are broken down and maybe so is your heart. Accept it. Close the battle and move on. This is very simple. This is a very simple thing which many people are just blindly ignoring. You can't have a new victory until you close your current battles. I love that. You cannot have a new victory until you close the current battles that are going on inside of you. And you do this by accepting defeat if that's what just happened to you. Number three, talk to someone. It doesn't have to be a friend, doesn't have to be a family member, doesn't have to be me, doesn't have to be somebody at your job, but anybody that's willing to listen pretty much will do. Now, I will say choose wisely. Select someone that you feel comfortable with, someone that you feel confident that they will not share what you've shared with them with other people. So just take it out of your chest. Take it off your chest and get it out there in the atmosphere. Transform your experiences in words and let them out. Transfer your story to someone else. Not only will you feel a little better, but you may also find a new idea, a surprising solution, or just the courage that you lack to start anew. Let the others be the triggers of your change. Number four, make a plan. Very simple. Create a plan and stick to it. Come hell or high water, you stick to that plan. Number five, make peace with the past. This is so important. Accept all your past defeats and victories. Accept all your past mistakes or brilliant decisions. Accept that the moment you stepped out of a second, there's no way to live it again. Love this, because what I just said to you a second ago, I can't relive that. So guess what? I need to move past it, right? Because that moment is gone. The past doesn't really exist. It's a human invention, just like the future. Look around and accept that the only option you have is to live now or not at all. Number six, create a new habit. But as hard as it may be to understand and accept, we are living huge parts of our life on autopilot by habit. So breaking up a habit will only take you halfway, right? From there, you have to try to build new habits. And the good thing is that you're constantly choosing a new habit even as we speak, or even as I speak. There's no bad thing. There's nothing bad about starting a new habit in any way, shape, or form. Now, unless that new habit is going to land you in jail or it's going to hurt other people, new habits are always great. Number seven, find out what went wrong and write it down somewhere visible. Keep it in front of your eyes day in and day out. If you really did something wrong, then make it painfully obvious. If someone else did something wrong to you, remember it. In both cases, tell yourself, I won't do this anymore. So you might be thinking, well, why would I write this down and keep it in front of my face? Because you don't want to repeat the same mistakes. And this aggressive visualization will push you to something new and maybe even better. Number eight, move somewhere else. Live in another place. Your physical environment has a memory of itself, interlinked within yours, right? So changing your current surroundings will make those dragging memories fade away. It can be as easy as choosing from the dozens of moving companies and then getting on out of town, moving in a different city or even a different country. Even moving in a different country will push you to completely redesign your life. And for some people, you may have to, I'm not going to say move out the country, but you may have to move to a whole nother state in order to do that. It may be stressful and painful in the beginning, but eventually it will change. Number nine, declutter your mind. If you're going to start fresh, one of the things that would really help is to realize your mind is not perfect. In other words, don't believe everything you think. Notice I didn't say don't believe everything you hear. I said don't believe everything you think. Your mind may be the victim of many social viruses, and you're currently not aware of many of them. Just take some distance from your own thoughts every once in a while and de-virus your mind, because our minds sometimes are full of a bunch of clutter and things that really have no place. They really have no place within us. So declutter your mind. Number 10, laugh more often. And if you know me, that you know I love to laugh. And I do tend to laugh quite loud, but I love to laugh. So maybe that you're fighting to get back your life, to find your purpose, or attain your goal. But be there. Be a warrior, but don't forget to laugh. Even in the most difficult parts of your life, you can find reasons to laugh. And this is so true. That's just like you ever fall and you laugh. And your mind says, Michelle, what are you laughing for? You just fell. But I'm trying to tell you, even when things get difficult, you got to find something to laugh at. Too much commitment, too much strain, too much seriousness will have, in the end, the opposite effect, and it will just do nothing but drag you downhill. So, number 11, practice your yes. Change is never about negativity, ever. You cannot change as long as you are in denial. This is what denial means, just in case you didn't know. It's resistance to the new. When you resist new things, you're in denial. Any genuine change will be fueled by your capacity to say yes. The good news is that this ability can be strengthened the same way you strengthen your muscles at the gym. So practice saying yes sometimes. Now, I'm not saying say it all the time, because sometimes if you say yes all the time, in my opinion, you become sort of a pushover. But practice saying it a little more than you already are. Number 12, practice your no. Now you might be thinking, but Michelle, you just said practice your yes. But sometimes some of y'all have to practice saying no, because some of you have a hard time with that. I was at that place at one time, but now I don't mind saying no, because I don't feel like I have to take on everything and do everything. So it goes hand in hand with what I just said about practicing your yes. Learn how to say no to an abusive relationship, to a boring job, to limited contacts. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it, of course. Don't take anything for granted. You have the power to say no to certain things in your life. You have the power to say no to the past and yes to the present. Number 13, stop being a quitter. Quitting something or anything, your job, your family, your friends, doesn't mean that you start afresh. It means you're not finishing stuff, right? Quit doing this. Take responsibility and do your part of the job. If you committed to something, finish it. It may be difficult, but until you consume everything you set up for your meal, you won't be able to fill your plate again. And think about that. You go to a buffet and you pile your plate up with food. Well, if you don't eat everything on that plate, you certainly can't go back and get more food because there's no room on there, right? Same thing with life. Some of y'all have some plates that are very full in life, and you need to close out that stuff, complete it, and get it off your plate. Number 14, stop solving the wrong problem. Focus on what matters. What they say about you is not important, and you know I've said this before, it is not your business and nor is it your concern. What you really do with your life, that's important. We do have a tendency to get lost in the details and start solving the wrong problems. Cut that stuff short, right? Cut it short. Those tiny things you want to solve around will soon grow to the size of a swamp, right? Don't allow that to happen. You need to stay sharp, stay on your game on top of your game. So stop trying to solve the wrong problem. Number 15, stop trying to be perfect, because none of us are perfect. Perfection is a big mind trap. It's nothing more than a state of suspension in which you're not really alive. Perfection means that you reach the end of the journey, and the understanding of this end for us as human beings is death. Because when you're dead, that's it, right? And I'm not saying everybody that dies is perfect, but you get the gist of where I'm going with this. Just try to be better instead. Being better will always give you room for change. Chasing perfection will not give you the change that you're looking for. And your bonus, because I love to get bonuses, eliminate self-sabotage. Somebody needs to really hear this. What if I tell you that the biggest enemy that you have is you? The biggest enemy that I have is me. What if I tell you that you're afraid of success? What if I tell you that you don't live up to your dreams by fear of failure? All of these mindsets are forms of self-sabotage. That's exactly what they are. And they're more dangerous than you may think. Thinking that change is impossible is a form of self-sabotage. So I want to encourage you today, stop self-sabotaging the things that you want to do. You know how you decide, I think I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And just that quick, you done talked yourself out of it because you've named A, B, C, D, and E. Everything that can go wrong, you've already spelled it out. So you're self-sabotaging your efforts to do whatever it is you're going to do. So that is all I have for you. I'm just going to run back through them very, very quickly. Number 1, accept change. Number 2, accept defeat. Number 3, talk to somebody. Number 4, make a plan and then stick to it. Number 5, make peace with the past. Number 6, create a new habit. Number 7, find out what went wrong. Number 8, move somewhere else. Number 9, declutter your mind. Number 10, laugh more often. Number 11, practice your yes. Number 12, practice your no. Number 13, stop being a quitter. Number 14, stop solving the wrong problem. Number 15, stop trying to be perfect. And last but not least, get rid of the self-sabotage. And I promise you, you will go far in life if you do that. So that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you for those of you that continue to hang in there with me each week. I love you guys to the moon and back, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart when I say that. I don't take that lightly. Truly thank you. If you just wandered across my page, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that little bell, because I don't want you to miss anything. And until next week, oh, and as always, if you have a topic that you want me to share for this coaching segment, please be sure to reach out to me and let me know what it is, because I always want to make sure I'm making content that is something that you can use and something that you want me to talk about. So until our next video, again, I love you guys so much, and we'll talk again soon.